Argonaut, follow up!
We're about to start the Man of 1,000 Faces cosplay competition. Yay! Woo! So earlier on this year and late last year, the cosplay community lost two amazing men who were well into the cosplay community. Paul Kerr and Justin Costello, and we have both their wives here with us today, and this costume competition is in honour of both of them. So, as I understand, Mel has a few words to say, so I'd like to welcome her up onto the stage, and please make her feel welcome, everybody. Thank you.
Costello family, I would like to thank Dorian and all the Ironfest community and all of Just Friends for asking us to attend this amazing event in honour of our beautiful Justin and Paul. As you know, Just was tragically taken away from us on the 23rd of November last year. We are heartbroken and devastated by this and still realm in the sadness. He was just so talented, creative and determined to make his costumes with the most accurate details and would search high and low to find exactly what he needed to make his costumes the masterpieces they are. He was such a perfectionist with his creativity. When Just was introduced to Ironfest, he loved it and spoke about it in such high regard. Ironfest was going to be one of his many next great achievements. Just touched the hearts of so many people and made us slaves to his spellbinding personality. He was the nucleus in our lives and we rabbled around him. Even though cosplay was a small part of Just's life, all the people he met, he loved and respected. He's so genuine, loving, caring, funny, and the greatest of entertainers. He was so talented, humble and honest. He is loved and admired by so many people. Today, this award, the Man of 1,000 Faces competition, is such an honour and tribute to our beautiful Just and Paul. Just would be so honoured to be part of this event, and I'm sure he is with us now. So thank you for allowing us to be here to honour two beautiful great men who lived with such passion, creativity and determination. They loved and lived their life to the fullest. Just, you will always be our superhero and we love you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mel, and thank you to both the families as well for coming out, and thanks for having the courage. So, without further ado, I'd like to start the competition, and I'd like to introduce you to my partner in crime, Patrick, who will be announcing each individual contestant. So I'll hand you over to him and enjoy the competition, guys. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. As you heard, I'm Patrick. I'm just going to bring people up one by one and see how we go. Show off these lovely costumes. Let's get the show on the road with people up one by one and see how we go. Show off these lovely costumes. Let's get the show on the road with Hazel Bites. Are you in the room or is she still getting dressed? I know she just got here. I can rotate through to Gerard, who is doing Indiana Jones. We've got Gerard here. He made that all by himself. Oh no, that's bored. Still, you can always come back to him. We've got Ellie, White Witch from Narnia. Here we are. Hey. That's all been made by her, I think. Well done. Yeah, no, just jump up over here. Might need another mic. Okay, so that's a lovely outfit. You said on here that you've done it all yourself. Can you tell us a bit about how long that took and maybe what went into it?
I think it took about a month and a half, and it's actually 4 layers of different materials. Okay. So I can't move my head because I can't before. The actual lacing is, we couldn't find anything that would match, so it's actually curtains.
Wow, that's impressive. This is a curtain. I need some new curtains. That's great. And what about this spear/staff thing? What kind of magical powers does it have?
This end, I believe it turns people to stone, and this one I just stab people with.
All right, sorry about that. So that's a pretty amazing costume, and I believe you're with Juliet. Where is she? And who's Juliet to you?
She is my mum.
Yay! All right, tell us a little bit about your costume.
Okay, so I'm the same character, but from the very end of the movie. Basically, we saw the dresses and went, they're completely different, so we decided to make those ones.
Why not? So you've got before and after. Did she go good then bad, or what? Is there any kind of character transition there as well?
She's pretty bad anyway, but she just gets worse by the end of it, so...
Perfect. Okay, well thanks very much. And okay, so we've got number 3 here, and I'll just for the judges, number 4 is Juliet. Okay. Next up, hopefully Liam is around. Liam, here we are, Armoured Merlin. Doing well, Liam. Okay, just jump up here, stand right. We've got a red line here apparently, so you're on camera and everyone can see you. Okay, tell us about apparently your weapons are very good. Have you got any weapons on you?
No.
Okay. That's what I'm supposed to talk about. How about you being a weapon? Are you very strong?
I don't know.
You've been in many battles?
Yes.
What's the biggest monster that you've fought? An ogre or was it a cyclops?
It was an ogre over there. But it was a human being. He just dressed up as an ogre.
Oh, well, as long as you had fun, that's the main thing. So that's Liam, number 5. Well done with that one. That's 100% from different shops, apparently. But well done putting it together. Okay, next up, we've got David and Nerida, who are this 14th century hunter and wench. I can see some movement here, so yep, that must be Nerida. And of course David, so this is amazing. So we've got down number 6, and I'm going to ask you about your accessories. Apparently they're very accurate to some kind of hunting manual. What would that be?
Well, this outfit's based on Gaston Phoebus manual, illuminating manuscript of hunting. From around the 1400s, early 1400s it was published. And if you look closely, there's a guide manuscript. So,
beautiful. So that's a legitimate, actual, historical manuscript that has been discovered and you've gone and just made things out of it. Why not? I've got to keep it family friendly, but I think we're just, yeah, beautiful. And what's that thing there?
That's a historic arrow quiver that is actually accurate. It was found on a similar item on the Mary Rose. So it had a leather piece inside.
What's the Mary Rose?
It's a ship from Tudor times.
Nice, okay. So somehow they preserved things like that.
Rabbit skin, a rabbit fur, all hand stitched.
Did you hunt and kill the rabbits yourself?
No.
Oh, come on, maybe next year. And what about your outfit?
So my outfit's based on 14th century woman's medieval outfit, and it's all hand-stitched, handmade, and so is Dave's outfit with all wool and linen, so it's the materials they would have used back in the 14th century as well.
That's beautiful. And is it practical as well? Do you find you can run around in it and it keeps you warm and things like that?
Very, and if it rains, actually keeps the rain off.
Can't ask more than that.
Yeah, it's all wool.
Beautiful. Australian wool, hopefully. Yep. Number 6. Okay. All right. They're just going to get some pictures. Yeah. When the contestants come up, just go over to your left, and we'll get some pictures of you afterwards. Now we can rotate back to Hazel Bites, who's playing Princess Celestia from, she went there. Believe it or not, My Little Pony. We've got I don't know what the female version of a brony is, but it looks very nice. I've got some notes here. 70% made. That's pretty good. You've got a free hand there. Might look better if you hold this and just tell us about what it took to put that together.
Hello. In case you didn't know, I'm Princess Celestia. It actually took quite a long time to make. A lot of this was altered by myself, and also I had a lot of help. So thank you, Phoebe, thank you, May and Marilyn, for helping me alter this dress as well as make the feathers. And also thank you to Pedro, my dog, for ruffling said feathers. It was a lot of fun. This is actually my first costume that I've really put my hands into, and made a lot of it. So thank you.
No worries. Well, it's a lovely dress, and I hope you get to show it off a lot around the park today. All right, no worries. We'll get some pictures. Number 1. It's all happening now. He's got to fight his way through the crowd. You've got a whip. Use it. Nice. That's all bought from various places. You want to tell us how you put that together and why?
It's been about a 5-year process of getting it from various places, and each one is authentic. This is from the people that actually made the jacket for Harrison Ford. It's an authentic replica. Bags, the World War II gas bag. Whip holder. Authentic replica of the Indiana Jones hat. It's been a lifelong dream of mine since I was 16 and first saw it to get into the get-up. So, no.
It's perfect. And the beard, that's just something you already had, or you because that's very Harrison Ford now, isn't it?
Oh, that's just 6 days in the process of growing. Yeah.
It's all about that blood, sweat and tears. And even the shoes. I mean, have you worn all this in any of your own adventures?
A couple. When I was hunting for my lost keys, I had to put this on, and a few other adventures like that.
Exciting stuff, I'm sure. Okay, so that was Gerard, and we'll grab some photos of you over there. Thanks. Number 7 with Abby, Andy, and Kira. Are they in the house? Not see. Oh, there's some people rushing up the side there. That's exciting. So they're cosplaying as Miyuki, Avery, and Phoenix. I'm not sure what show's that from. They'll have to tell me. I don't watch enough anime anymore. All right. What show's this?
I made her up.
You made them up. That's even better. We love that. Okay, so apparently you've got some cogs. How did you get all that stuff on? And you've made 90% of these yourself.
with PVA glue.
Does the job. And what about the rest of it? Did you get the corsets from different places and the hats, and how did that all come together?
We all bought ours from different places, but she made most of hers.
I'll pass it over to you. How did that go? I love that no one can see from back there, but she's got a lovely brooch on, and it might have an old school. Yep. I'm blocking the view of the judges. That's no good, is it? They want to get a prize. Here we go. All right, so I've got a brooch here. What's that of?
I've got the TARDIS from Doctor Who here that was handmade. Like I bought the backing from Afternoon You're Fighting Katuba, and then the TARDIS itself.
No pressure. No, that's great, Doctor Who. I know a few people will be excited about that. All right, so they were number 7. Can you guys come up the front here a little bit more and maybe just do some posing? Show us your stuff. All right. So it's number 7. Awesome, guys. So you can wander off over here. Okay. Different shows, but there's a Seth and a Rachel as a Padawan for Seth. I'm looking out again to see. Oh, this is that really, really cute family. No wonder they're from all different things. We've got Abby as Jigsaw. She's not coming up. She's a little shy. But we do have, I believe it's Seth as a Padawan. He might have just injured himself climbing up. Use the Force. That's it, be a strong Jedi. And then his mum, I believe it's Rachel as the Crow. Okay, that looks like you just bought it from a few different places. Oh yeah, and then number 8, of course. And maybe tell us what inspired you to be the Crow.
Just a random thought. Spirit moment.
Well, that's the best kind of thought. I'd hand it over to Seth, but I might wait a minute. So if no one else in your, what about Abby, Brian?
Brian's got sore foot.
Sore foot. This is Darth Fogarth.
Yes.
Come on, Brian. Okay, so got you guys, just have a little pose there with Seth. And maybe turn around for the judges. There we go. All right, we'll tuck him off somewhere quiet. All right, let's move on to Peter. There is only one Peter, believe it or not, coming today, and he's a roving officer in their Imperial Majesty's service. We're not sure which Majesty, but certainly someone of majestic title, and I'm going to ask him about his gun. So if we just stand over here for the judges. They're loving this. Okay, so apparently this is some kind of steampunk thing, isn't it? Tell us about your gun.
Basically, I made it out of a old soldering gun. Used some tie clamps to hold it in place, and a lot of epoxy, super glue, and broken dreams.
Any bit of blood, sweat and tears there too, of course?
Yeah, quite a bit. I cut myself a bit, which is why I'm wearing the glass now. So.
One of us, a true cosplayer. Okay, so it's 40% made, 60% bought. So would the made stuff basically be the gun there, or what else have you got?
Made the gun and the sword. The sword's made out of hardwood with epoxy and copper.
Yeah, that sword. Nice. So was that mostly the handle that you've done there, and what's that? It's kind of...
This is hardwood, which I cut to shape and then ground down with the belt sander. And I made the handle out of copper and epoxy and glue with vinyl and more copper at the back there. It's full tang with a handle over the top with pins through the handle to hold it in place.
Well, I can't argue with that just being an amazing piece of work. It's all there. So well done. Yep. We want you to aim it. Show us what you got. All right. Thank you very much. That was number 9. Okay. Have you got on there how much is made and how much is bought? Okay, so I'll read that out. Now it's Matthew. We've got all the disciples here. Peter, then Matthew. He's coming on as Augustus. I don't know if it's Augustus Gloop or is this going to be someone from Willy Wonka? Yeah, here we go. No, it's more Steve. Better tell them that yourself.
I'm Augustus Smoke. Pleasure to meet you all.
He's a showman. He's going to show me up, that's for sure. Your fangs, armour, your ears are all made, and you've got a cat bone necklace. Can you show the judges that?
Made from my ancestors.
Classy. Can you tell everyone that, what you've made it out of, and what sort of man your character is?
Steam cat. Basically the descendant of modern cats that have developed steam technology. I made my ears. All the armor. The metal bits were taken out of computers. The leather bits were just lying around. I have some shell casings on my arm. Yeah.
I'm loving that detail. It's all about the detail with this stuff. That extra 1%. That's staying up till 3 in the morning, slaving over leather, metal work, whatever it takes. And it's sure paid off here.
You know I stayed awake till 3 in the morning.
We've all been there. Yeah, so maybe they've seen it. Has everyone else seen it? You want to take some photos or anything? We love it. We're all fans. So that's Matthew. And 60% made by him. So well done. And that's number 10. Cat. Matthew. Going over there, a big camera. Looks very official. Don't let it fool you though, we're all just winging this. So then another little group, some kind of Assassin's Creed Unity thing. That is a video game. I've played it, it's a lot of fun, and these guys are going to look the part. Logan, Brody, and Michael. Arno. I think they're all playing the same assassin, except they're all with different costumes. Okay. I'll have to talk to them one by one here, I think, because we've got this very shiny chap here. Can you tell us about your costume?
Well, it's not fantastic. I only knew I was coming yesterday, so I found it in the wardrobe. It was mostly made, just cut and stitched, and my dog's been at my sword a bit, but other than that, yeah, this pin that's holding my cape together, it's been through the family for ages, and
It's a family heirloom, the pin.
Sorry?
The pin itself is a family heirloom?
Yeah, it's I don't know how long it's been for the family, but Mum says, it's pretty old. And
Might have to talk to the Antiques Roadshow next time they're in town. And you generally have shiny, armour-ish looking things lying around in your wardrobe?
yeah, you have that. Everyone has shiny stuff in their wardrobe,
Actually, I like this guy. I like the cut of his jib. Okay, that was... what's your name again?
Michael?
It's Michael. And which character are you?
I'm just a medieval knight.
Right, okay. I'll get you to go over to that side and show the judges a few of your moves. And then who have we got here?
I'm Brody. My costume, I just brought the sword, the gun and the costume online. The gloves I got here at Ironfest. Also that's bought online. Made some modifications, not a lot though. It was a bit too big for me.
Yeah, you've always got to make it fit somehow. That's a crucial one. I like your leather over thing there that goes on your boots. What would you call that? Did you buy that? And how?
They came with it. They came with it.
Perfect. Okay, yeah, I've always had trouble with that sort of thing. Let's see, so then we move on to, there's one left in this group, it's Brody. You're Brody. Short-term memory, got shot to hell. So it's Logan, perfect. And who are you playing?
I'm playing Arno from Assassin's Creed Unity.
Okay, that makes sense. It's very assassin-y looking. And how long have you been planning this?
Since like last year.
So you all came here last year and you thought, hey, let's do this.
I came last year, but I thought these guys would like it.
That's what we like to see. One person, then it's 3, then next year there'll be 10 of them, and it just multiplies. Cool. So that was 95% bought. And what part of your costume have you had to modify or do yourself?
I made the sword, and we fixed up the hood was a bit floppy, so we sewed the hood down, and yeah.
Yeah, you can't have a floppy hood. And have you been running around in that, doing any? I've seen a few videos where people do parkour or jumping off walls and these things. Have you tried to do anything physical in this, or is it more of a poser suit?
More of a poser.
Fair enough. You don't want to break it. A lot of time into that, obviously. Okay, so just jump over there, show the judges a thing, and then move over this way. It's number 11.